What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Barcelona have just defeated Real Madrid 5-2 to win the Spanish Super Cup in 2025. What can we say, bro? I'm literally in dreamland. It's days like today that make me so happy to be a football fan and a Barca fan, bro. It's days like today. All the off-the-field bullshit with Araujo and Dani Olmo. I mean, this makes it all worth it. Games like today. Beating your biggest rival in a cup final 5-2. That is not normal, bro. And it's so crazy how fast things can change. A year ago, I was watching this exact same game between these exact same teams, and I was watching Barca concede 4 in that game. And one of the most embarrassing displays I've ever seen from a Barcelona team. And fast forward a year later, I just watched one of the greatest performances I've ever seen a Barca team have in my life, bro. That was insane. From minute 1 to minute 90, Barca were thoroughly dominant. Again, in a cup final against your biggest rivals. In this game coming into it, they had all the momentum. Mbappe was playing like the Mbappe from the past. Bellingham was on a fucking tear. They were winning all their games. They were catching up to us in La Liga. We were going through our worst period of the season. Losing game after game after game in the league, dropping points. Coming off that terrible loss against Atletico Madrid, obviously the last big team we played. It was all in their favor for them to win today. They had all the momentum on their side. Everybody was doubting us. Everybody was finally saying Madrid is the Madrid that we all expected them to be coming into the season. But guess what? That didn't matter. Because nothing matters with this Hansi Flick Barcelona team, because it's one of the most insane and resilient teams I've ever watched in my life, bro. I've ever watched in my life. And, you know, we Barca fans deserve this today. We deserve this today. Man, what a performance I just watched. That was insane. That first half, I tweeted this, but I'm going to say it again here in this video. That is one of the most dominant displays you will ever see from a team. I think the most dominant displays I've ever seen in a big game like that from a team, Germany against Brazil in the 7-1 back in 2014. That was insane. And then today. Bro, 4 goals in the first half against Madrid after being down 1-0. Barca started off that first half so well, bro. Lamine Yamal had that chance where it took a deflection off Mendy. Rafinha had that header that Courtois made a great save on. Barca were the better team. And then Madrid, out of nowhere, get a goal thanks to Kylian Mbappe, who that goal, that's vintage Mbappe. That is vintage Mbappe, that goal. I mean, but they could be doing better. I think the defending from Barca was poor. But Mbappe looked great in that goal. A great finish as well. I mean, and then Mbappe, right after that, a couple minutes later after they scored that goal, he was like getting past like 4 or 5 players. I was like, oh my God, is this the Mbappe that we all expected to see once he got to Madrid? Is he finally going to wake up in this game? Like, he was just playing amazing. I was scared, bro. I was like, Madrid are 1-0 up, and Mbappe's playing well. We can't convert our chances. I was like, okay, this is one of those games where we're going to lose 3-0, and we're going to get embarrassed. But boy, was I wrong, because Barca were so resilient in that first half, creating chance after chance after chance after chance, and then finally the first goal comes courtesy of Lamine Yamal. I mean, Barcelona today on the counter were amazing, and that pass from Lewandowski to find Lamine Yamal making that run behind was just beautiful, man. What a pass from Leo, who today was fantastic. And Lamine Yamal, to do that against Real Madrid, I mean, this guy's becoming the Madrid killer at this point. Just like his idol, Lionel Messi. And that finish was so Messi-esque, bro. I mean, to cut inside like that, in the finish, I mean, he shoots it with such little power, but the placement is so perfect. It's right near the post. It goes posting in. I mean, just toying with the defenders. It's insane, bro. You don't expect that kind of maturity and that kind of poise. And just... you don't expect any of that from a 17-year-old. But again, Lamine Yamal is not like any other 17-year-old. He is the greatest 17-year-old football has ever seen. Oh my God, that was an insane goal. Wow. That goal was so beautiful to watch. I got my notes on my computer. I apologize. So I took so many notes. I have them in my notes app, but I have to look at my computer. But yeah, man, Lamine Yamal with a great goal. A wonderful goal to get Barca back in the game, similar to what he did against Monaco in the UCL when Barca were down 1-0 in that game. Obviously, we ended up losing that game, but still, Lamine Yamal with a goal similar to that one. Again, cutting in on his left foot and just finishing it beautifully. I mean, the kid is a big game player. He shows up when Barca need him most, and that goal was so necessary for us to get back in that game, because again, if we kept missing chances, I mean, Rafinha missed a chance right before that as well, where he shot it right wide of the post. I was like, okay, we're missing chances. Mbappe's waking up. They're playing well. They're 1-0 up. But again, Lamine Yamal was not going to let Barca lose this game. And then the second goal comes courtesy, obviously, of Lewandowski because of a penalty that was made on Gavi. Camavinga obviously doesn't get to the ball at all. Gavi gets to the ball first. Camavinga gets there, but puts his studs in his thigh clear penalty, no question about it. When I saw it in real time, I was like, that's a penalty. And then when they didn't call it, I was like, that's stupid. And then thank God they went to VAR, because that's a clear penalty from Camavinga, who today, let's be honest, guys, had a stinker. He had a generational stinker. A lot of Madrid players had stinkers today, because anytime you lose 5-2 in a cup final, most of your team did not play well. But that's a stupid play from Camavinga. And yeah, man, just not the best thing to do in that situation. And then obviously Robert Lewandowski with a beautiful pen. Courtois goes the same side that he shoots it, but obviously the pen was very well placed, and it's a goal. Great job from Leo for that pen. I mean, ice in his veins. But yeah, great from Gavi to create that chance, man. Great from Gavi, sorry, to get that pen. And after that, Barca were 2-1 up and just dominating the game. Again, Madrid never got into this game. They had some chances here and there in the first half, but they never got into the game. Just chance after chance after chance after chance. I mean, it was insane. And then obviously the third goal comes courtesy of Rafinha with a ball from Jules Koundé that's just one of the most insane balls I've ever seen. There was a game that Paul Pogba played against Cameroon. I don't know if you guys remember that game. This was back like almost a decade at this point, when Pogba was like at the top of his game, and he had a ball to Giroud. He had a ball, I think, he had a ball to, it was Olivier Giroud. He played this insane pass where he had it like near the halfway line, and he just curled it perfectly to Giroud, who was being marked by like two guys, but he put the ball perfectly to where Giroud could only head it. And that ball reminded me of Pogba's pass. It didn't have the curve, but I mean, for Jules Koundé, who's not known as an offensive fullback, to do that, to play that ball, and Rafinha, I mean, with a great finish. Rafinha had missed a couple chances prior to that. But that finish, man, I mean, that header and that pass, I mean, really, the header is insane. And Rafinha today, we'll talk about him obviously later on because he scored another goal in this game. But that pass deserves recognition because it was an insane pass. An insane pass. And Koundé, man, this season has really stepped up his game offensively. And that was that shows it. I mean, that's something that I don't think he had in his repertoire before, but this season has taken it up to another level. Of course, we saw the game where he had the 3 assists against Red Star as well in the UCL. So he's taken a step up. But yeah, that finish from Rafinha was beautiful, man. A beautiful finish. And that was 3-1 in the first half, and then we thought it was over. You know, it was they added 9 minutes in the second in the first half of added time, and around minute 54, Madrid get a corner. I was like, okay, they're gonna take this corner. They're probably not gonna score, and they're gonna blow for halftime. But Barca, I mean, Lamine Yamal intercepts the ball from such a lazy corner from Madrid. By the way, I'll get to Madrid a little bit later in this video because I do have a lot to say about them, and I know I have a lot of Madrid fans that watch this channel, which I appreciate you guys. By the way, like always, I take the time to say that because I do appreciate you guys a lot. You know, rivalry or not. I mean, like I've said multiple times, it's really not that deep. But again, today we got to glow because, again, it's Barca. I mean, it's not that deep, but it is that deep. You know what I mean? In kind of the same way. But anyway, just a lazy corner from Madrid. And then Lamine Yamal takes the ball, carries it forward, and, you know, plays it over to Rafinha. Rafinha, I don't know if he meant to play it to Balde, but it just ends up right like at Balde's feet. And Balde with a great finish to make it 4-1 right before halftime. And what a finish from Balde, by the way, who today was class in my opinion. I mean, he had a little, he started off the game a little bit shaky, but I mean, because Rodrigo was kind of, you know, having his way a little bit with him at the start. But I mean, that goal and that finish is just wonderful, bro. It's just a wonderful finish. A great finish from Balde. And again, 4-1, bro. 4-1. Who would have thought when Madrid scored that first goal, when Mbappe scored that goal early in the first half, that half was going to end 4-1 in favor of Barcelona? I didn't. I for sure did not. But yeah, that first half, I'm going to say it one more time. That is as dominant. I'm watching Rafinha with the sunglasses right now. That is as dominant a first half as you will ever see. As you will ever see. In a stage like that, in a cup final, bro, that's ridiculous, man. That was insane. And then in the second half, we thought Barca was going to take their foot off the gas and just kind of, you know, put it in cruise control. But literally like 3 minutes into the second half, Barca get another goal. Once again, in the counterattack, Casado gets the ball, plays over to Rafinha. And Rafinha carries the ball forward, cuts in. I thought he did too much at first because I was like, he should have just shot it. Then he cuts back out into his left foot and just completely tore with Tchouaméni, who had a stinker today as well, and puts it past Courtois. A double for Rafinha today. I mean, the same guys that scored in the Clásico in October in the 4-1 and the 4-0 scored today. All of Barca's front three. Obviously, Lamine had a goal, Leo had the pen, Rafinha had a brace, and then obviously had Balde to that tally today. But isn't that crazy, bro? In the 4-0, Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine scored, and then today they scored again. But yeah, that goal from Rafinha, bro. I thought he fucked it up. I was like, this guy fucked up. Just stay on my New Year's resolution is going terribly. I said I would curse less. I thought he messed up, bro. He cuts in, and then I was like, just shoot it. But then he cuts back outside, and I was like, oh, you're doing too much. But then he just finds a way to finish it again. Rafinha, who has been not so clinical over the past couple weeks, where obviously I was critical of him because of that, because I said in the beginning of the season you were so clinical. Did I say critical? I mean clinical, sorry, in front of goal. And then today he just shows it once again. But yeah, man. And then after that, I kind of shat my pants, I'm not going to lie, because obviously Szczesny got sent off. I thought Szczesny up until that point had a great game. Made a save on Chouameni in a corner kick in the first half, a huge save. I thought he was commanding his box score. I thought his playing out from the back was very good. I was really happy with what I was seeing from Szczesny, and I was happy to see him start this game. But then a boneheaded play, and Bellingham plays Mbappe through. Szczesny comes out of his goal, and at first they give Mbappe a yellow for diving, but then when you look at the replay, you see that he was obviously, first of all, he was onside, and second of all, it was a foul, and it was a red card for Szczesny. And then from that, it was the worst case scenario because we get a red card and then Rodrigo scores that banger from the free kick, and I was like, okay, oh my god, this team, we know Madrid already naturally second half FC, but with no expectations basically and the momentum on their side, I was like, okay, they might score two. They might. I don't think they're gonna win or draw, but I was like, they might make this uncomfortable for us. But that was silly. Silly me to think that. Okay, silly me to think that this team actually had some fight in them, because oh my god, bro, against 10 men, against your biggest rivals, you're down 5-2. Like, no matter how big this trophy is, it's still a final. It's a final. It's a trophy that every team wants to win. And Madrid had no fight, bro. Mbappe had one chance in the second half. He had one chance. And that's it. They didn't create anything with 10 men. Their one chance was a set piece. That is it, bro. I promise you it was it. I'm watching Barca lift the trophy right now, and Iñaki and Araujo. That's beautiful, man. And by the way, bro, the Íñigo Martínez, who's been one of our best players throughout this whole season, obviously we know he went off injured in that first half. Which, by the way, speedy recovery to Íñigo. I hope it's nothing serious. And we see Ronald Araujo come into the game, and we all know, it's well documented over the past week, that, Araujo and Juventus are kind of flirting with each other. It seems like he wants to leave. It seems like Barca are open to letting him leave. It seems like the relationship between him and the club is soured. But I'm never going to be a guy who says, sell Ronald Araujo. I don't care what the fee is, because when he's on the pitch, he's one of the most talented players on the pitch. It doesn't matter what team you're playing against. Ronald Araujo is that good of a player. He's one of my favorite players at Barcelona, and I think he's one of the best center backs in the world when fit. And today he came in and he changed that game when he came in. I'm not saying Íñigo was bad, but Araujo just provided so many things, bro. He's so good. He's so talented. And again, it's just, I hate it because Barca fans are so quick to say, yeah, sell this guy, sell that guy whenever they're having issues with the club. But that talent is something that you won't find in many places in world football. That talent from Araujo, who again came in today and just, he was just such a seamless fit in this team. It was amazing to see. It's not like when Frankie de Jong comes in, when he looks like a fish out of water. No, Araujo came in and helped Barca so much. Gundo was so good today. Cubarsí was amazing. Like I said, Szczesny and Iñaki made a huge save against Mbappe towards the end. He was massive when he came in. It can't be easy being benched after being a starter for 4 months because you're late for 4 minutes. It can't be easy to see that. And then to just like for your backup to play ahead of you, and then he gets sent off, and then you come in mid-game. I mean, to put forth that performance is insane, bro. And the midfield of Casado and Pedri. I mean, Pedri today was the best young midfielder on the pitch. I'm not a guy who's going to sit here and shut on Jude Bellingham because I think he's been amazing this season. I think he's been the engine for that Madrid team. I think he's been so good. I'm not going to sit here and shit on Jude, but I think today Pedri was the best midfielder, young midfielder on the pitch. With Marc Casado, Gavi was fantastic. Won the penalty and was everywhere on the pitch. He's been so good these past 2 games. Was amazing against Bilbao. Was amazing again today. And then the front three, like I said, and then Hansi Flick, bro. We got to talk about Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick has made me wear a suit 3 times. 3 times this year, bro. No, 3 times in the last 4 months I've worn a suit because of Hansi Flick. The game against Bayern, the first El Clásico, and then today. I had never worn a suit before prior to this, bro. Xavi never gave me a reason to wear a suit, but Hansi Flick, every single time we play a big team, he gives me a reason to wear this suit. And oh my God, bro, he's the best El Clásico manager I've ever seen. And anybody who doubted this man when Barca were going through their bad run of form and said that Xavi was better than this guy, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. You're out of your mind. There's really no other way for me to say it. You're out of your mind. This guy is as good a coach as there is in world football. And Barcelona's ceiling, I mean, yes, our floor is bad. Okay, when we play like shit, we play like really bad. But when we play like this, there's very few teams that can contend with Barcelona, and I'm including Liverpool in that. And I have massive respect for Liverpool this year and Arne Slot. They've been amazing. But these highs we don't see from many teams, bro. 4 goals in the first half, and just attacking football like you've never seen, bro. Chance after chance after chance after chance. It's insane. It's insane. And I want to say thank you to Hansi Flick. This is the guy that's going to take us back to the glory. I promise you he is. Get on the train right now. I know a lot of you guys, most Barca fans are on the train, but if you somehow hopped off the train, get back on. Get back on the train right now. This is the guy. Oh my God, man. And Madrid, like I said, that was embarrassing, bro. That was embarrassing. you can't be happy if you're a Madrid fan watching that, because you have been playing so well up until this game. The momentum was finally on your side. And then to see this today, that team quit, bro. It cannot be with down to 10 men. When you're playing for that team and you have that badge, you got to have some pride and you got to do better than that, especially when you're playing against that other team. And for them to quit like that today, I think they quit on the coach. I think they quit on Ancelotti. Honestly, I do. That was unacceptable in that second half. Even the first half, but in the second half, with Barca down to 10 men, they got to do better than that. Bellingham wasn't great today. Vini came off. Obviously, he did nothing today. Mbappe had the goal, and he actually looked, I think he was fighting more than every other player. Rodrigo, obviously, I think he looked good, had the goal, but, you know, that back line of Lucas Vazquez, Tchouaméni was awful today, bro. Camavinga's so good. He was awful today, man. Like, it's just this team seems so discombobulated. They seem so, you know, that shouldn't be happening against Barca. That should not be happening against Barca for a team with that much quality. But again, I guess it's just what Barcelona does to teams, man. It's just what Barca does to teams. That is as insane a win as I've ever seen. I'm so overjoyed right now, man. I really cannot believe it. I cannot believe I just got to watch my team win 5-2, bro. 5-2. It's insane. I wish we could have kept a clean sheet, but to score 4 in the Bernabeu in October and then to follow this up, I mean, what are we going to do to them on Montjuic? It's insane, bro. It is insane. And again, all the momentum was on their side. Nobody was believing in Barca coming into this game. And I don't like playing the victim card because I think that shit's stupid because, again, Barca are a respected team. But again, coming into this game, we were the team on bad form. We were the team that was underperforming. We were the team that was losing games to Las Palmas and Atletico. And they were the team that had just come out, like, that obviously won the Club World Cup and beat Atalanta. They were that team. We were the ones that were not looking as sharp. And yet we're the ones that did that. And again, the resiliency, how resilient Barca, resiliency, is that a word? I don't know, but how resilient Barca were to come back in that first half after being down 1-0. And again, Barca were the better team up until that Mbappe goal. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to do that. It takes a lot. So I'm just overjoyed right now, man. These are the days that make me so happy to be a Barca fan. It's games like this, bro. I wanted to see it in Clásico final because I knew this was possible. I didn't predict it, but I knew this was possible. And, you know, this is just, it's insane, man. I'm extremely happy. I'm so in shock still. Honestly, I cannot believe this because I'm watching the Rafinha goal one more time. That's so gross, man. I'm watching the second goal, by the way, not the first one. The second goal. That is just so gross, bro. That is so gross. I'm wearing a suit, man. I'm wearing a suit to a match review. This is what Hansi Flick does to a motherfucker, bro. This is what he does to me. That first half, I'll never get over it. That second half, I'll never get over it. Rafinha, I love you so much, man. I wish you could have gotten a hat trick. But yeah, like I said in the beginning of this video, to watch the contrast from a year ago to today in the same competition, in the same final against that same team. I mean, Barca have 15 Super Cups. Madrid has 13. We have the most Super Cups of all time right now. So it's just, again, I'm just overjoyed, man. I'm overjoyed. There's really not much else I can say. I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Let me know what you thought about the game, what you thought about the performance. Yeah, man, just let me know everything you guys saw today. I really cannot believe what we just watched. I'm gonna go enjoy this for the rest of the day. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna enjoy it, but there's something I gotta do something, bro. I don't know, man. I love you guys so much, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me, my Madrid fans, man. I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. I promise you we'll get better. Maybe not this year, but you guys know we'll get better at some point. And yeah, man, I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.